Fall is one of my favorite times of year, except for the leaves. I love the leaves. I just don't like them when they get on my yard. And right now my yard is beginning to be covered with leaves. Now I've got a plan for handling the leaves. I don't do blowing, I do mowing. And I love to take the mower and just one last summer's over, yard's cut, looks good, leaves are gone. That's really cool. So I went out to cut my grass, and I noticed that my mower was out of gas. And so I got my gas can here, and I was ready to pour it in, and unfortunately my can is out of gas. And so that's a problem. When your gas can is out of gas, you got a problem. I'm guessing some of you, if you listen to the podcast on Monday, you discovered that you're feeling a little bit out of gas right now. We talked about having these gauges in our life, personally, emotionally, and relationally. And as you went through that assessment, I hope you went through the assessment. Some of you went to the website. If you haven't done that yet, go to randygravett.com. On the media tab, you'll find that free assessment that we have for you with those gauges and some action steps that you can take. But we had you spend 30 minutes with yourself assessing over the last couple of days. And I'm guessing if you did that, you're finding that your tank is running a little low. Some of you may be out of gas, completely out. You're running on fumes. If that's you, I want to challenge you to begin to refill your tank. It's what I'm going to have to do with my tank. Now, I got thinking about this, and I think this will help us go a little deeper as we think about it. If I had a bigger tank, I wouldn't have had as big a problem as I have. And so some of you right now, you're struggling with not having any fuel at all inside of you. But one of the things that you could really do is grow your capacity. If you will commit to personal growth and development, your capacity will begin to grow. And as my friend Mark Miller always reminds me, your capacity to grow determines your capacity to lead. So if you'll establish a bigger growth priority in your life, all of a sudden you'll have more capacity to be able to help other people. But that doesn't neglect or negate the fact that you're going to have to take time to fill your tank. So what are you doing this week personally? What are you really doing? Are you hydrating like we talked about? Are you resting like you should be? Are you spending time in the key relationships that you need to? And are you taking care of yourself emotionally? Those things are really going to determine how much capacity you have to be able to give your best to the people that you love the most. So I want to challenge you this week. Don't leave it to chance. It is not, hope, as we say, is not a strategy. You have to believe, but also behave your way to high performance. One of the things you're going to have to do is take a stop periodically and refuel the tank personally, emotionally, and relationally. I hope that PDF will help you. Go to the site if you haven't done so yet. Schedule another meeting with yourself. Some of you may need a second meeting, some of you may need a full tune-up. If we can help you, let us know. But it's your job to lead you. It's the hardest person you'll ever lead, but it's your responsibility to do that. When you lead yourself, you're going to be positioned to help other people. And if you'll do that, everybody's going to benefit. So let's go win this week. Let's lead ourselves first, take care of those gauges, and keep the tank full.